Our next artistic team is GEOGANIC. With over 20 years' experience in hairstyling and education, this award-winning salon from Hasselt, Belgium, combines the talents of Thomas Laslo and Loredana Danese. Their philosophy and name highlights the connection between geometric and organic. The combination of clean lines, bold cuts, and pronounced colors creates the GEOGANIC style. Let's take a look behind the scenes and meet Thomas and Loredana from GEOGANIC.
Thank you, John. And as you can see, the model left the hair prep area, but I have still two wonderful persons, which are Loredana and Thomas. Welcome.
Thank you.
And they want to give us some impression about their feelings. So, what are you feeling just right now, 10 minutes before the show is starting?
Oh, we are really nervous.
Yes?
Yes, but also excited.
Oh, yeah.
Excited to do this.
Yes, and but you are nervous and you are excited. It's also because you prepare a lot, I can imagine. So can you tell us a little bit more detail about the journey of your presentation that you create?
Yes, of course. So we wanted to go back to our basics and taking the primary colors, our primary haircutting forms, and bring them together. I think that was the most important thing that we wanted to do.
And the most important for us was not just to talk about shape, but about emotion, the connection between color, sounds, and shapes. We mix this together, and we hope we create emotion.
Yes, absolutely. It's all about emotion. So let's go back to the show now.
Please welcome, from Belgium, GEOGANIC.
Inspiration. It flows from everything around us, from every single thing we encounter in our daily lives. Organic, floral, animalistic, or spatial, there's an infinite source of inspiration out there. Search for it in geometry, in shapes and colors of the world you're living in. When you want to capture the things you see, architecture is key. To achieve your goal and to recreate your vision, we rely on technology, science, and logic. Similar to organic shapes, we need a base, a solid structure to build and stabilize our form. Then comes the adaptation, the engraving of the shape, adding contrast, perspective, light, and life to the achievement. We balance on the verge of two distinct worlds and translate the abstract to the language of the look. Creating haircuts with lines, graduation, and layers as the foundation. With respect and analysis of the contours of the head, the face, the natural flow of the hair, and its implantation, we can evolve to a personalized haircut with every element being in our control. Making a statement with the primary colors yellow, red, and blue, bringing the haircut to life, and adding depth and power with the right placement. Understanding how color and shape come together, we erase the barrier between science and sensation. We are the union of geometry and organics. We are GEOGANIC.
Wow, guys, what an honor it is to be here at this exceptional Goldwell event and being able to inspire hairstylists from all over the world. This year we were privileged to be awarded with the best color and most inspiring salon in Belgium. Inspiration is one of the cornerstones at GEOGANIC, and therefore we hope that we are able to inspire you today. I'm Loredana for GEOGANIC Academy.
Hi guys, Thomas for GEOGANIC Academy. I'm really happy to be here with you today for this fabulous event. And I would like to thank Goldwell for this fantastic opportunity to be present to you today. It's been several years since my wife and I started GEOGANIC Salon. At our salons, we mix our skills to provide the best solution for our clients. Further to this, we believe that continued education is the key to success for every hairstylist. So, we set up GEOGANIC Academy in Belgium to help ourselves and others to reach their full potential.
And for today, we've created a video with a little bit of help from our filmmaker, just to show you how we feel the emotion in it and how you can, with the emotion, create a fabulous style. So this video will hopefully do just that.
Listen carefully. This is a story of colors, shapes, and sound. How everything is related and connected in our lives. Can you imagine a life without colors? That's like watching television in black and white in the mid-30s. How boring would that be? Color is life. Colors are the children of the light and the living soul on earth. They work as energy and can feel negative or positive, whether we're aware of it or not. Yellow and red are the primary colors, forming the base of all others. Did you know that when seeing complementary colors, our brain registers them as a neutral gray? To create balance and uniformity, our minds naturally project the complementary color of the one it's observing. This is the foundation of color harmony. When we talk about shape, we think about all organic forms that we can see with our eyes. Without basic shapes and geometry like triangles, circles, or squares, we have no basis upon which to construct any other more complex shape. These basic geometrical shapes can be used on their own, but also to create an infinite number of others as well. Sound triggers emotion. The interaction of these sounds, colors, and shapes results in an almost physical, tangible emotion. Each sound will be represented by an instrument in accordance with its shape and color. Let's give it a try. The square shape in blue is represented by a bass. A solid, massive shape providing structure and stability through its edges in blue, the color of trust. Together, a very powerful and symmetric figure. The triangle shape in yellow is represented by a violin. A sharp form with height and a solid base. It's a pointy, ambitious character with a striking, progressive yellow color. The round shape in red is represented by a synthesizer. The softness of red and the infinite shape stands for sweetness and kindness. So let the emotion of sound, colors, and shapes speak for themselves and experience them not as different parts, but as a whole.
So as you can see, we brought these colors and shapes and sounds together, and hopefully also sense them like we did. Let's now explain them to you so that you can better understand and how we see them as geoganic. Let's bring up Alice.
Oh, beautiful model, Alice. Alice represented a square shape. For Alice, just like this, thank you. I started at the back of the head with horizontal section, and I created graduation to build up weight, to make this shape even more powerful. I create a distinctive massive fringe to complete this square line. This is a pure fundamental shape, very popular at salon.
Yes, it's a really gorgeous, strong look. For the base, I took a cool gray, and underneath the fringe and the sides, I've chosen to give a color more like a full sky blue. When we are doing layers with color, it is the best to put the darker color underneath, so that the light color will be more visible. So with that theory in our mind, I took a separation, strong angles underneath the fringe and the sides, just to emphasize the square shape. Thank you, Alice.
Beautiful.
Let's bring up our next model.
The gorgeous Anne. Anne represented a triangle shape. So for Anne, again, I started at the back of the head by layering the nape of the neck with diagonal section. From the occipital, I work it with horizontal section to create, to contrast the nape and the top of the head. From the front, I continued with vertical section, over directing to the back to create more length to the fronts. Again, this is a pure, fundamental, ambitious shape.
And for the triangle, a progressive yellow color. I took separations on the sides of the head just to make the triangle shape stronger. Yellow is the lightest color of all colors, and therefore you see this color first. That's why we have chosen to put the yellow color at the longest parts of the hair. Thank you. And our round shape then.
And for our third and last model, our stunning iris. Iris represented a round shape. For this haircut, I'm starting with diagonal section, starting to the front, going to the back. I do the same for the other side, but this time with the elevation. Then, I'm connecting the two sides together, and I finish with a straight line. This shape is more smooth and continuous.
And for her color, I've chosen a strong white color as a base. And I took 2 circles on the top of the head, where I took a half moon separation just underneath the 2 circles, just to make this round line, to make it stronger. Thank you.
Thank you.
So, as you can see, this is how we see the fundamentals in their form. This is how we see and created the hair cutting, the foundation of hair cutting and color harmony. And even in their pure form, you already can feel the creativity.
Speaking of creativity at GEOGANIC, we mix this fundamental to create
a gorgeous style. So thank you very much, models. And now I think it is that we are ready for our next 2 models.
Yes.
To continue our story. Let's bring up the models. So, for Stacy, I've chosen as a base more like a red-violet base, and I wanted to give it a little more of depth and character. But because she has a lot of hair, I didn't want to give it too much detail because it would be too much. So what I have done, maybe it's can we do a close-up? Thank you. So what I've done, I've chosen on the top of the head diamond separation, and I played with a lumen play with violet and orange, just like I said earlier, to just give it a little bit more of character and to play with the color.
Fantastic, Loredana. So, for Leah, for this look, I'm working with a square section. Please, maybe I can have this close up with the camera. Thank you. So, for this shape, I'm working with a square section on the top of the head. Then, I'm working with diagonal section, starting to the front, going to the back, with a disconnection and the length, and I removed just some weight, but I kept the length to create a beautiful disconnection.
Maybe we can change now from model so that we can do a restyle. What do you think, Thomas?
Okay.
Yes.
Thank you.
Okay. Perfect. I really love the haircut what Thomas has done on this model, and to give the model a little bit more, or to continue what he has done, I've created on the top of the head a cool gray with more like a blue pigment in it, because I wanted to play with the three primary colors in the full look of Leah. So we have the blue on the top of the head, we have the mint green in the front and on the length, and in the green mint color I used yellow just to make it more visible. And on the top of the head we have our beige color, where I put a red pigment in it from Pure Pigments. So I'm going to do a restyle just to give it a little more of texture.
Beautiful, Loredana, fantastic. So now I finished this look with the fantastic product volumizing hairspray. But before this, for this look, I used at first the shaping mousse. I combined this with the Therma Freeze from KMS with the Therma shape. Like this, I create a beautiful brushing. Maybe, yes. About the technique here, I work it with a triangle section on the top of the head. Then I follow the round form of the head. Before this, I'm starting at the back, from the back, sorry, with vertical section, going to the front, and for the length, I later this disconnection to create a contrast between the top, occipital, and the nape. Thank you.
So I've created with a hair smoother just a little bit of movement in her hair, and I'm using now some dust just to give it more texture, like I already said, and just playing with my hands, not too much of tools to use. I always like it to do a restyle. It gives directly another vision on how you can restyle your model or your clients. Just playing with my hands. And to make our color more visible, let's turn you to the side. So, if you can see a little bit more the green color. There you go. Okay, I think I'm done, Thomas, with my restyle.
Me too. Perfect.
Let's see. And we also want to thank our team, Alex, our assistant, who helped us out with all our models backstage, our technical team, everyone who helped us. And of course, also Kao Division for allowing us to be here today and to be able to inspire you today. Yes, models, thank you very much. We just want to say thank you. We are GEOGANIC.